Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Dallas Cowboys and the Arizona Cardinals. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Johnson. And always sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Still fighting. David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 70 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here's Lewis. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
15 yards through the air and a 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Going for the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A huge play there for Arizona. 41 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Right back to him on 1st down. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a toss play. This is Foreman. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still an attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. This is Elliott. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Elliott. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Robert Kimdichie, the one to bring him down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Here's Foreman. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. On second down, here's Rosen. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A first down throw for Prescott. Being chased out left. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Nckinnis St. Brown. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Pistol. Here's Elliott. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Throwing, Prescott. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Prescott. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Robert Kindici in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He juked him, and the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. From the gun, it's Rosen. This one complete to Devin Funchess. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Watch it now, Barney.
Rosen off the play action. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Robbie Anderson, 52 yards. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting 2s, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those 6s on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the back.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Chandler Jones in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
It's coming now.
Toss left to Elliott. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Third and long for Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott looks to throw on first. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. From the red zone now, Prescott. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. Final play of the half. Prescott buying time to his left. His throw incomplete. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Prescott again. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Here we go, 46.
Elliott, toss right. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage. Back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Let's go, get out. Here we go, 47.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And they'll run it here. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And they'll go on the ground. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 14 yards. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. The Cowboys offense, it'll stay out there as they'll go for 2. Prescott. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Detroit! Detroit!
On second down, Rosen. And that's caught left side, Seals Jones with it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Gone! 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 All right, now, look at 56.
Rosen to throw on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Good. Hey, 47. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
46. 26.
A second down throw for Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He's going to go deep for Funchess. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. Devin Funchess, 55 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now come the Cowboys. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here you go. 26.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go a long way. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. A big-time ramble there by Foreman. 46 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A carry for Foreman. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
And his kick is right there. It's good, but hang on. A flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
46. 26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
On the give, this is their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Got some room at the 30. That good for 19 and a 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
A first carry now for Alex Collins. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they'll throw it with Rosen staying on his feet. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Foreman. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Watching now, Barney! Barney!
They run again with Foreman, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 40. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
He's going to take another shot here. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Here we go, 46. Switch is 8. Here we go, 46. 46.
A second down throw for Prescott. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Prescott now from the 50. And he's got it to Hearns. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. First down now, but that clock rolling. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. Prescott now on second down. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make or break onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, one game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.